Sambhavami yuge yuge. I incarnate myself in every age. The cycle repeats, Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. In every yug, the preserver returns to restore the balance of Dharma. Welcome to the saga, the Avatars of Vishnu. In this new series, we journey through all the incarnations of Vishnu, tracing the divine path taken to restore Dharma whenever the world falls into chaos. But to understand the avatars, we must first understand the cause. We know the legends. The mighty Narsimha tearing open a tyrant, Ram battling the 10-headed Ravan, Krishna guiding Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Time and again, whenever Dharma declines and evil rises, Lord Vishnu descends to restore balance. But what if I told you that some of the greatest villains in history, the very reason these avatars had to manifest, were not born of darkness? What if I told you they began their journey in the holiest place in existence? This is the story before the story. The first ripple of chaos. Our tale begins in Vaikuntha, the abode of Lord Vishnu, a realm untouched by time, anxiety, or death. It is absolute perfection. Guarding the final entrance to the Lord's inner sanctum stood two mighty gatekeepers, Jaya and Vijaya. They were not mere guards, they were exalted devotees, sharing the divine form as the Lord himself. Their devotion was absolute, but so was their pride in their duty. One day in eternity, 4 visitors arrived at the gate. These were the Sanat Kumars, Sanak, Sanandan, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar, the mind-born sons of Lord Brahma. Though they were amongst the oldest and wisest sages in creation, they traveled the cosmos in the form of eternal children, free from material desires. Jaya and Vijaya saw only their appearance. They saw children trying to enter the holiest of holies. Blinded by the arrogance of their position, they forgot that humility is the first step to divinity. They cruelly blocked the sages' path with their heavy maces. They judged the book by its cover, and in doing so, committed a grave offense against great souls. For the first time, anger manifested at the gates of Vaikuntha. The sages were shocked. How could there be the feeling of pride and arrogance in a place so divine? The sages declared that since Jaya and Vijaya still possessed the material qualities of judgment and arrogance, they were unfit to live in Vaikuntha. They pronounced a curse that would shake the foundation of the 3 worlds. The gatekeepers would be stripped of their divinity and cast down to the earth to take birth as mortals. Instantly, the ignorance faded. Jaya and Vijaya realized they had just insulted the most exalted devotees of the Lord. But a curse spoken by such powerful sages could never be taken back. At that very moment, feeling the disturbance, Lord Vishnu himself appeared. The Kumars immediately bowed. The Lord, ever merciful, apologized to the sages on behalf of his servants. Vishnu turned to his terrified gatekeepers. He said that the curse of such great sages could not be undone, even by him. They must fall to earth. He gave them 2 options. They could be born as devotees of Vishnu, living righteous lives on earth. But it would take 7 lifetimes to return to Vaikuntha. Or, they could be born as enemies of Vishnu, hating him with every breath. If they chose the path of hatred, they would be killed by the Lord's own hand, and their return would be faster, only 3 lifetimes. For Jaya and Vijaya, the thought of being away from their master for 7 lifetimes was unbearable. They could not wait that long. And so, out of immense love, they chose the darker path. They chose to become the enemies of God. They chose to become the greatest demons the world would ever see, solely so they could meet their Lord in battle and return home sooner. And so, the stage was set for the 3 great wars of the Yuga cycle. In the first birth, they would become Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. In the second, they would become Ravan and Kumbhakarna. In the third, they would become Shishupal and Dantavakra. If you want to know how Lord Ganesh became the first to be worshipped, check out our previous story right here. On Friday, witness the birth of Lord Murugan and how he became the commander of the gods.